I was waiting for it to come. Oh, panic! No.
Heyo.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Regrettable Reviews with me, your host, Arthur Gibson, Regrettably Arthur.
And regrettably Bridget.
My wonderful co-host, Regrettably Bridget. I should change that. Why host and co-host? You should introduce sometimes. Sometimes you should say welcome.
I can do that. Welcome.
Yeah, there we go. It is technically my pick, but we took it from your list of things you wanted to see. I'm way off mic. I'm a loud person, but still. So we're doing The Terminator.
The Terminator. I didn't realize the distinction was so important.
It just feels right to say The Terminator. You know, anything else just feels like it's one of the sequels.
Yeah, which...
Let me start it real quick.
Kyle has some glowing things to say about Terminator 2, which makes me want to watch it at some point.
Okay, so before we even get into this movie, let's break it down. Hold on.
No, I want to form my own opinions.
Give me a moment. In regards to that, after having rewatched Terminator, the reason I like Alien more than Aliens is also the reason I think why, after having rewatched Terminator, I prefer Terminator 2. So Terminator 1 is clearly a action suspense thriller.
Something
not really a horror.
Yeah.
Whereas 2 is a drama suspense thriller. Yes, there's some action, but it's the story is very important and good.
Okay.
But, yeah. So the dark gritty thing was great for setting up the universe, but didn't make it the best film.
Yeah.
I feel differently about Alien, but I will concede that I think T2 was the superior movie. Overall.
I will form my own opinions.
You should. We'll do it for a different, down the line.
But yeah, this is another classic that I am just now watching for the first time.
Okay, yeah, that's why we did it.
Which is precisely why we did it. And I think it's so funny that when we open up this movie, it's 2029, such a futuristic and distant year.
Is it 2029? I thought it was 29 now.
No.
Is it really 2029?
Yeah.
Because John Connor's like in his 50s.
Right. That's right. Yeah, you're right. Carrying on.
But I like the miniatures, the little animatronics.
Yeah, they
Those
did a
are
good job on
awesome.
every practical effect they did in this was well done.
Yeah, absolutely.
And of course, it's predates a lot of mainstream CGI, so it's mostly practical.
I gotta say, I was surprised to learn that there was a woman involved in writing this.
I didn't know that. I didn't really pay attention to I don't care who the writers are normally.
I don't either, but it was just surprising.
Well, now I'm looking at the IMDb page. Writers.
Gale Anne Hurd.
Gale Anne Hurd. Huh.
Yeah, I was just surprised.
Okay. So, I mean, here we are, Terminator. It's your first watch through of a quintessential sci-fi, really, I guess, action. It's pretty quintessential to like action movies.
Donner, don't knock over the light.
Yeah, right. Again. So what were your takeaways?
My takeaway, I really liked the special effects. I thought the story was pretty flimsy.
So I can't speak to like who was the first to do time travel, kill the progenitor storyline, but
the thing I found weirder about it was he had to go back in time to impregnate her, essentially.
You know what I never thought about until I watched it this time? This is the first time I thought about this. He even says, she goes, so you're going to tell me you're from the future too? And he goes, well, I'm from a future.
Yeah.
So in the original storyline, it is entirely possible, in fact, probable, that that date she had for Friday night that canceled didn't cancel in the other timeline. It was a one-night stand. She got knocked up and had John Connor. completely unrelated to this other stuff. But this timeline, everything happened in such a way that he came back in time. Things were a little different. Her date canceled. She went out and then ran into all this.
Yeah.
So it doesn't have to be an I'm my own grandpa scenario. You know what I mean?
I do know what you mean. Things that make you go ill.
Well, like, yeah, he had to be sent back to Father John Connor.
Yeah.
You know, which I don't know. Like, wouldn't that be like a thing? You'd be like, that's the most respected leader in our timeline, so I'm not going to fuck his mom.
Yeah, I never really thought about it like that, but you make an excellent point.
So, I think, in my opinion, so you haven't seen the rest of the movies, but the timeline is fucked in every one.
Oh, I'm sure.
It just, all we ever do is postpone it.
Love it.
Judgment Day still happens. At some point, there's sentience and bad shit happens.
Ooh, it has a name.
Well, T2 Judgment Day. Yeah.
Gotcha.
And then they realize that there's no stopping it in the future movies. You'll see. You'll see. Is it 3 where they officially announce that like there's no stopping it? We're just pushing it back.
Yeah, I think
and then that's when they break into breaking the trend of going back in time, and they do like the present ones with like Christian Bale and shit.
Yeah,
like Salvation. Okay, I was pretty sure. Yeah, so 3 is the last one where they do the travel back in time.
Massive.
Oh, Arnie.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a big boy. Yeah.
I mean, if you were gonna cast a guy to play fucking
giant killer robot.
Yeah, giant killer robot.
Technically cyborg with real human flesh, blood, and hair.
Yes.
Technically.
But that's your guy.
Yeah.
Do you know who the original person they wanted was?
Who?
No, who?
O.J. Simpson.
Oh, wow.
I mean, he's not small, but
oh wow.
I don't know that he could have done it.
Whew.
Yeah, he just stuck to real life terminating.
Yeah. So I was gonna make a joke in the Discord. I didn't end up doing the Discord, but I was gonna say we're watching the Terminator, the Margaret Sanger story. But I thought, could this be too far? Also, that's Dolph Lundgren in a bit part.
Just no shit.
It's not Dolph Lundgren. That's Brian Thompson.
Oh, that's what I meant.
Bill Paxton is the other guy.
Yeah, Bill Paxton and Brian Thompson. That's what I meant. I didn't mean Dolph Lundgren. He doesn't have an accent. He's not Dolph Lundgren. He's in a lot better movies than this, where he's got a bigger part. I mean,
yeah.
There's so many things that I forgot because I really haven't seen this in so long that tie into the second one that are genuinely just they repeat the same lines, you know, and I never caught that before. Your clothes, give them to me. It's just verbatim. Come with me if you want to live. I
didn't know that's
from this one. Yeah,
I didn't know this is what that was from.
I remember it from T2 when it's Arnold going, "Come with me if you want to live." You know?
Well, that's the other thing. I was so many of the like random pop culture moments that like apparently Terminator 2 inspired are the ones that I know already, like the "Hasta la vista, baby" shit.
Yeah,
like everyone knows that, and I didn't realize I was waiting for it this whole movie.
Yep, but it's T2.
Yeah.
I mean, you'd love T2. It's fun.
We can do that sometime.
It's kind of more of, like I said, like an adventure film, more story than this, which is just like, hey, let's give an excuse to have a big guy go around LA at night and blow shit up.
Yeah.
Which,
I mean, I'm not opposed.
I didn't even have to read the trivia for this, but I think it's the first fact here. They didn't have the permits for this movie. They just fucking went out at night.
They just showed up at night.
So often the cops would show up and they'd be like, "Oh yeah, we're filming." And they'd be like, "Oh, okay." And they'd leave and they'd be like, "Good thing they didn't ask for our permits."
Love that. But hey, I mean, like, it works very well for the story at hand.
Yeah, they do. I mean, imagine if they did have the permits and they shot some of this during the daytime.
It
wouldn't work.
It wouldn't work.
I just don't think it would work. Yeah.
No, not at all.
Oh, Michael Biehn.
This movie loves car chases.
Yeah. This is
This movie loves car chases and explosions.
Impractical explosions, like
impractical explosions.
Just things that wouldn't blow up, just blow up.
Yeah. Which, like, am I entertained? 100%.
This is for sure Michael Bay's wet dream. Like, he saw this when he was like 9 years old
and was like, I'm gonna do this.
It changed
forever.
how he got boners.
Yeah. I gotta say, I was a little surprised at the way this movie kind of takes its time in getting you to the, like, sent back in time part of the story in a way that I liked.
Well, like, we see them and they show up, but we don't understand really what's happening yet.
I feel like in like some fucking Marvel movie today, that would, like, they would explain it all to you in like one line. Well, there'd be like the briefing or whatever.
Right. Before they come back in time, you'd be seeing the T-100 being giving him his instructions, then sent back. Or you'd see Michael Biehn being sent back with the instructions to protect from the T-100. Yeah, exactly. This allowed you to kind of try to figure out what the hell was going on.
Exactly. And I think that makes it more, like, it makes it more engaging.
I have one thing that I think they could have done a little bit better.
Do tell.
Confuse you as to who's the good guy, bad guy, because you have no idea yet.
Yeah.
Except for the fact that Arnie just beat up a bunch of punks and stole their clothes.
Yeah.
Killed at least one guy. And Michael Biehn chose not to kill people. Like I said, if they had just changed that a little bit and they both just did massive violence.
Yeah.
To get their goal up until later. I think that scene, if you saw the scene later where she's in the club and she sees Michael Biehn and he's been following her and she thinks he's trying to kill her.
Yeah.
But then Arnie shows up and, I think that would have been better if we didn't know.
Yeah.
Who's the killer, who's the protector. Would have been really fun.
Yeah.
Also, one thing that's very unbelievable about this movie is that they don't have any humans to send back to try and stop the humans from stopping the robot uprising. You will never convince me that some Elon Musk fanboy would not sign up on the side of the robots.
Oh, 100%.
Willingly to come back in time to try to prevent them from stopping it.
No, absolutely. See, this I buy when they show the Terminator again, as if that fucking punk's clothes would fit him.
Yeah. So in the second one, again, it doesn't spoil anything. It's right in the beginning. He looks at a guy and you watch as his like android scanner thing. It sizes up a bunch of different people and then it finds a guy that's his size. And then he walks up to that guy and says, "Your clothes, give them to me."
Yeah.
So
you
that
know
makes more sense.
What I was thinking every single time they did the Terminator vision? Have you seen John Mulaney's special on Netflix?
Maybe. I've seen a lot of John Mulaney.
The bit where he's talking about how he was walking by like some sketchy station and he's like, it's like she was scanning me like the Terminator. Little honky ass.
No, don't know that part. Okay. I think he has another joke where he talks about like how 12-year-olds are the meanest people because they'll say something about you.
They'll get to the thing that you actually don't like about you.
Yeah, that you don't like about you. And so then he's like, they scan you up and down and you got tiny hips or whatever.
Look at that high-waisted man. He got feminine hips.
That's the one. That's the one.
No, that's a thing I'm sensitive about.
I just saw a thing from his, I think, newest special where he's talking about going clean. And one of the things he had to do was you're supposed to like break up with your drug dealer. And so
his drug dealer wasn't even a drug dealer.
Yeah. He's like, lots of drug dealers turn innocent people into
I saw that live.
Oh, did you?
Yep.
I fucking loved that. That's how many people can say that they turn an innocent person into a drug dealer. And I loved how sweet it was that artist, he said, well, you seem dead set on getting them. So I thought if I got them for you, I could make sure you were safe.
Yeah.
Like, what the most pure-hearted drug dealer.
What a wonderful human.
Like, you became a drug dealer to protect a casual friend, acquaintance, really.
Yeah. Insane. But yeah, like how that random punk's clothes would fit him.
Yeah, no way.
Her hair is so aggressively fucking 80s.
Oh gosh, yeah, her hairstyle is painful. Her waitressing is terrible.
Yeah.
like she's lucky that this all happens because she would have been homeless in a month or two.
Mhm.
Also, probably where John Connor,
Yeah.
comes from. There's a dark story where she is a crack addicted prostitute and births John Connor. Also, beat the shit out of that
little
kid.
shit.
Someone should punch him in his little mouth, just like putting shit in the waitress's apron.
God, I hate children. Oh, I like the detail here, this scene in the gun store where he asked for a gun that doesn't exist yet.
Well, so
or that we're like led to believe doesn't exist yet.
Right. Like a plasma rifle in the 40-watt range. So I can't remember which of the many, picking holes and things shows it comes from.
Mm-hmm.
It could be from Go Away, X-Ray. I don't want you. It could be from Cracked, or any number of things, but that entire concept, a plasma rifle in the 40-watt range, 40 watts. Most light bulbs draw more power than that. What the fuck could that do? That couldn't even microwave a burrito.
I was like, that seems a little small.
I don't know why you felt the need to kill this guy.
Yeah, you're just drawing attention to yourself.
Right, exactly. Like, none of that was necessary. The guy was just like, you can't have the pistol right now. You can take the rest of them. He didn't need the pistol.
Yeah.
The pistol was useless.
What was the point? There wasn't one.
Fair point. He doesn't have money. How would he have paid for it?
Oh, yeah. I didn't think about that.
He didn't steal the punks' wallets?
Maybe they were broke.
I mean, they were punks, just messing around with a telescope in the middle of the night.
So, not much to do. I like the sets that they have for the dystopian future. I thought they did a good job there.
So good. The skulls as gravel that just keep getting crushed. It's so iconic.
Yep.
The Terminator arcade game, so good.
I wouldn't know.
It's one of the ones where it's got like a light gun and
you
get like a rifle, and it opens up with shooting the different robots and stuff on that hellscape.
Nice.
It's really cool. I also never realized, again, you haven't seen the rest of the movies, but they make it very clear in this movie that dogs don't like the machines. There's something about them they can tell is wrong. I didn't realize that was a running thing because it does come up in T2, actually.
Yeah, it does.
I didn't realize that. Yeah, it does. It does come up in T2. But then it does come up in all the later ones as well. It's like a big thing. So, yeah. It's just interesting to see that it was right from the get-go they had that. It's been a long time since I watched this movie, so.
Yeah, there's a lot of aggressively 80s hair in this movie because it's so very fucking 80s.
Yeah, it was made in 1984, so they were just... Yeah, in LA, they were just getting over, let's keep doing things in 70s style. Yeah. And they're like, so what should we do? Well, this is the stuff that's popular right now. Maybe it'll still look cool 20 years from now. It didn't. It didn't.
Although I say sitting here with my 80s haircut.
But they're making a comeback. There's a difference.
Yeah.
It was good in 1984. It's good in 2025. Pretty much between those two did not really work.
Yeah.
Unless you were one of the people who just had a hairstyle and kept it. Yeah. And it was iconic for you.
Yeah, you could just do anything back then. Fucking hot wiring cars.
Well, it was so much easier before key fobs and RFID.
Yeah.
Give me a car made before like 1995. I could hotwire in seconds.
Fascinating. Yeah, I love this.
Yes, and how it then goes to his PTSD. It starts with him watching the excavator, and then it's great imagery.
No, it's fantastic, and the sets are fantastic.
It doesn't really drive the story, other than character development.
Yeah,
which is fine. No complaints. It's good character development because it's about that So what is your biggest takeaway from this? What's your hot take? Like, this was so good, I'm so glad about it. Or what was the thing that was like, this is...
My hot take is that this is a really entertaining movie, like popcorn watch. But I also don't like the way that there's not a female character with any agency whatsoever.
Yeah. I mean, this is true.
But you know, one thing I also have questions about in this movie, and it's nothing to do with the, you know, dystopian horrors currently unfolding on the screen before us. Why was the iguana free range?
Oh yeah, she's even got the tank for it. But like,
what was that about?
That's a plot point. That is, it's referenced twice, but doesn't have a relevance. No. It's an unpaid for Chekhov's gun. It never fires.
Yeah.
So I would have liked if what had happened was instead later on, when she's got the headphones in and can't hear anything, the Terminator comes and he's about to shoot her in the head. Then she sees the iguana and like reaches for it, and then he misses her because of that. Yeah. And then she sees the like breaking whatever from the bullet, and then runs and escapes and lives. Mm-hmm. That would have been a better payoff.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Or just skip it.
Yeah. There was, I mean,
it's cute that it was named Pugsley.
Yeah, that was kind of fun. I like that, but yeah, a little unnecessary. I like that I just wrote down, to be at the club in the 80s.
Oh, yeah. What was it called? Techno
noir.
Yeah, techno noir. Tech noir. So cool. I want to go to a bar called Tech Noir today.
Hell yes.
Like I would go there and listen to all of the cyberpunk,
fantastic.
Be all the cyber goths doing their weird stuff. It'd be amazing.
Love it.
It'd be amazing.
Oh, something I liked about the thing I liked for the Terminator design, I like the way the explosion like singes his eyebrows off and fucks up his hair.
Yeah.
And like that's where you get the most iconic like image of the character from.
Do girls do this? Do you guys, if you have roommates, do you go into the bathroom and like pass the blow dryer back and forth while you get ready?
I've come close to like, sometimes you share makeup and stuff, yeah.
Like at the same time doing what they were doing? I mean, I don't know. I guess. That's why I was asking.
Not the passing back and forth necessarily, but there's a camaraderie.
What about this? If your friend, her boyfriend calls and starts having phone sex thinking that it's her, do you stay on the line and just laugh about it?
That I would not do.
This poor guy. He didn't even mean to, you know?
Right?
He even says he's sorry. What a good guy. That wants to do unspeakable things. She calls him the creep, but like, you made it creepy.
Yeah.
You could have just been like, I'm not Ginger.
He's just
Stop.
been like, whoa. Hold up here.
You made him a creep.
Yeah.
He didn't do that. I like this cop. Just like done with it.
Yeah.
You know, I like there's so many little lines.
Hey, that
he
guy
has.
from Alien.
Yeah. Lance Henriksen.
That's who it is.
Lars Henriksen. Lance
Yes.
Henriksen. It is Lance. I like when he takes his glasses off. He's like, these are for reading. Whatever, He's so sassy. I love him.
I think the future or prediction of the future as like a nuclear wasteland was very, very topical for the time this was made.
Yes. And now,
unfortunately.
Army of robots take over and destroy everything. Well, if Elon Musk had an ultimate plan, that's probably it.
We're right back where we started, folks. I feel like my notes for this one are kind of sparse because I'm getting way ahead of where we are in the... Jesus, the hair.
Well, because like it's a great movie, and I don't think there's anything that necessarily should be cut other than minor bits. Like scenes overall are good for character development.
Yeah.
But not a lot is happening.
No.
Arnold kills a couple people and gets weapons. Michael Biehn avoids killing people and gets weapons.
Free range lizard.
I also you just
Yeah, I don't think those are happy sounds coming from that lizard.
Well, it doesn't know her. It's like someone's lizard. It's a trained on-set lizard, and she is handling it very poorly.
Bizarre. Anyway.
I just wish it had bit her lip. I wish that was a factoid in here. When she goes to like kiss it, it bites her lip. I would giggle.
I really like they had fantastic like gore effect makeup and cyborg makeup on the Terminator. That was freaking awesome. I loved that. I will say, if you're gonna be giving Arnold Schwarzenegger a character, a quote-unquote character to play at all, this is a pretty good one. It doesn't require a lot of effort on his part, and that's a smart move.
They actually cut his lines down when he got cast. It was supposed to have more talking lines, but after seeing Conan, in which he only had like 20-something lines, they cut it down. So he has like 15 lines of this or something. It's not a lot.
No, it's not a lot, and it works to his advantage.
Yeah. Originally, he was going to be Kyle Reese, though.
I don't know, but yeah, no, I don't think that would have worked.
Like, sending him back in time as, like, just someone to protect her as a human protector, I don't buy it, you know?
No.
I would buy a different person as the robot that's not bulky, because why would a robot need to have big, bulky muscles?
Yeah.
You know, that I could get behind.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, another way about just like the fact that there's only one relevant woman in this entire movie, and the way that this movie treats its one relevant woman, like,
I mean, is she relevant, or is she just an incubator for sequels?
That's the thing. Like, that's also a lot of responsibility to put on one goddamn woman. The entire future.
Literally, the future of humanity depends on you having a son whose father you don't know who is.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be a different son if it's a different father? Now, granted, since she knows that her son is supposed to be named John Connor and be the leader of the resistance, she would start raising her son that way. Self-fulfilling prophecy.
Yeah.
But it won't be the same John Connor.
Yeah.
Because the original John Connor was just a boy.
Yeah. So that's another one of my complaints.
Yeah. No, she is genuinely just an incubator in this movie.
Yeah. I don't know if you've ever played this game, but the underground like society in the sort of like Flash the Future we get later in the film, it's really giving Metro 2033.
I don't know that one.
Ooh, highly recommend.
What's it on?
Pretty sure it's either PlayStation or Xbox. I have absolutely no idea. I play it on PC.
I'm not looking it up. I'm actually just going on to Twitch because I forgot to go on Twitch.
Oh, I forgot to go on to Twitch.
We have 0 viewers because we weren't on Twitch. I'm just kidding. We probably have some.
No, we have 5 people watching.
Hell yeah.
Yay!
High 5 people.
Brooks is here also.
Hi.
Oh, too much time in the office.
You hate
Also on Switch.
You do hate to see
There
it.
she is. Dr. Brooks with the immediate research for us.
Absolutely love that. Anyway, where did I leave off? Yeah, there's so many explosions in this movie. This movie loves car chases. This movie loves explosions. And am I entertained? Yeah, I am.
I'm telling you that this is something that Michael Bay saw when he was 9 years old and just said he made a lifestyle out of it.
Yep. That is precisely what the man did. And like, props to him for doing it, for pulling it off.
Yeah.
Also, just later in the movie with Sarah Connor, her jeans, or not even later, no, she is wearing the outfit I was talking about. Her jeans are so back.
Oh, yeah,
They're
definitely.
so back. I'm wearing almost those exact jeans right now.
Apparently, Techno Noir is a film genre that James Cameron coined himself to describe movies like Blade Runner.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
And so that's why he named that bar that. That makes sense. Techno noir. It's because it's that
Oh,
noir
yeah.
that like.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Kudos to you, James Cameron.
Oh, one thing I will say, the pan up to the Terminator imitating Sarah Connor's on the phone, that was low-key chilling.
Yeah. Oh, that's we had already learned he could imitate voices when he
Mhm.
imitates the cop's voice. And again, that plays a regular role in the series.
Mhm.
Like, who am I actually talking to? Who could it be? They don't do Turing tests, but they have to do something to figure out, you know?
But yeah, that I really liked. I just thought the whole Reese thing where he like has to essentially go back in time and sire John Connor. It's such a weird way to try and shoehorn in a quote unquote romance. And also the sex scene itself is so unnecessarily dramatic.
She doesn't. She looks like she's doing her duty for humanity. Is all I'll say about that.
Mm.
She does not look like she's there for her.
No.
This is for you, mankind.
Not even a little bit.
You know, and he kind of looks like I wonder if I'm supposed to do this. Like, do my hands go here?
Yeah.
Like at one point, he's got his hand on her breast, and it's not doing any. It's just like over it, cupping it.
Yeah, just touch.
Like, is this how people do this in this time frame? But I'm going to give them the out on him being the father thing because, like I said, I think it's an alternate timeline scenario.
Probably
Because they address that in other ones where, things are different now in the future, but they still happen.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to just throw it out there. Like I said, she had a one-night stand with someone else and had John Connor. And then now it's changed and the John Connor timeline is mostly in line.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't they send them back further? Why didn't they send them back to when Sarah Connor was 8 years old?
Good question.
It's a robot. He's not going to have a problem killing an 8-year-old.
No.
Why not kill her mom?
Yeah. Go back even further.
But they always go back in the next movies. They go back a little bit less.
Mm-hmm.
Or give or take the same amount of time. And I don't know. Did they ever explain that? In the mythos of it? Like that they can only go back X number of years or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Yeah, so just go back further.
Although technically, if you want to get really into it, wouldn't you not be able to time travel past the point where time travel was invented?
Well, we're getting into the weeds on time travel. If time travel ever did exist, the rules for it, I don't think anyone could properly define. Because they're all going to be based on theories and stuff right now.
Yeah, I love the makeup in this movie. It's freaking awesome. And the animatronic for the Terminator at the end.
Oh God, yeah.
Awesome. Is so cool. Absolutely loved that.
Oh my God, I cannot wait for you to see the second one. There's some stuff we can geek out about, like how did they accomplish that shot? You know, and it's really cool cinematography.
That is exciting. Oh, and I thought the way they finally killed him was smart by smushing him.
Yeah, definitely. Unfortunately, it didn't smush all of them.
Weird little synchronicity. You know what else I just watched that ended with the non-human villain being smushed into a little cube?
What?
Christine.
Oh, I know what it's about, but I haven't actually seen Christine.
I just watched that last night. I'm pretty sure I watched Terminator and then Christine.
Oh, nice.
Huh.
Nice.
Whack.
I don't think that qualifies as sci-fi because it's possessed.
Yeah.
But it is technology that's possessed, so... No, it's not sci-fi. It's not.
No, it's not.
I try to bend the rules when I can, but...
We don't need to bend the rules. It's fine. Yeah, I did like this. This was enjoyable. Do we want to get into ratings?
Yeah, all right. Let's do it. IMDb puts this boy at an 8.1. That tells you how people feel. That's almost 1 million reviews aggregated to 8.1. People have some thoughts, you know?
I think for me, rewatchability, it's like a 7.
Okay, yeah. Still, that's a very respectable number.
Yeah. Like, I would watch this again. I don't have any plans to in the immediate future, but if it's on, fuck it.
I almost always end up rewatching T2. Because the story is better. But having rewatched this, I do think I will put it in the lineup more often because it's been a long time since I watched this. So, you know, I think I would go with a 7 as well for the rewatchability.
All right, I like that.
But contributions to the genre.
Contributions to the genre.
Let's see. What before this has the time travel kill the progenitor?
I mean, nothing is coming to mind.
So this is definitely like the mainstream breakthrough for that concept. Like, let's go back in time and kill Hitler idea.
I feel like someone has to have done that.
I don't know.
I have absolutely no idea.
You know, sci-fi has existed for an eternity, but
yeah.
So that might be something that it did. Singularity, the point of singularity, where machines now can fully think for themselves and have full artificial intelligence on film. It existed with Asimov long before this, but also their takeover was peaceful in Asimov. It just sort of slowly made humans obsolete.
Again, nothing is springing to mind, but I feel like this can't possibly be the first.
It can't be, right?
The robots took over and they're evil, or like the future is evil robots.
But you can clearly see that, the idea that they reach that point of artificial intelligence and decide that humans are actually the bad guys. The Matrix definitely pulls from that.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
And sort of, instead of sending back in time, sending into the virtual world. Although I don't think this is an allegory for transgenderism.
No.
No.
I don't think so. It's supernatural.
She's talking about Christine.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it would definitely be supernatural. I tried to shoehorn it in, but like the closest to a ghost movie that's sci-fi you're going to get is stuff like Event Horizon.
Yeah.
So we're in spaceships. Now there's ghosts. Now it's supernatural, paranormal, sci-fi movie. Why is he such a bad shot at that range?
Yeah, really.
Because like earlier he shot people from so far away.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's very strange.
Plot armor.
Oh, yeah, plot armor. It's the best kind you can get.
That it is. I guess for what it does, I would probably give it honestly a 6 or a 7.
Yeah.
Because like it does a lot imagery-wise.
If I did more research and found out what it did first or what it did
rating subject
big,
to change.
Yeah. I might push to a 7. I'll settle for a 6 on contributions to the genre.
6 feels right.
Again, that's high. It's not like 4 isn't bad because this is not like the rewatchability scale. This is you were impactful on a scale of 10 by how much?
Yeah.
10 being like this is the first time anyone's ever thought of sci-fi, which a lot of people would say is Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, but it's technically not. But
let's not take that away.
We're not going to take that away from women.
We're not going to take that from women.
We're not going to take it away. Let them have it. They've earned it.
Yes, we have. Anyway. Yeah, I think a solid 7-6 for me.
Yeah, I would agree. 7-6. Subject to change, like I said, if we bothered to do the research to find out what did this do first? What did this bring to the mainstream? It did do it first, but like before this, it was in, Chinese cinema and wasn't widely seen. or something, you know.
Yeah.
The Terminator is Arnold Schwarzenegger's favorite film of his own.
That's kind of fun.
That is neat. Yeah. So let's see. What else can we do? Oh, who do you think you could recast in this movie to improve the movie? I don't think Linda Hamilton does a bad job being a waitress brought into all this.
No, I don't think so.
Her roommate doesn't need to be made more interesting.
No.
Scott, is that her boyfriend's name? He doesn't need to be as interesting as he is. Like, for an instant, he fights the Terminator. He fist fights the Terminator.
Yeah.
Why isn't he the one protecting?
Couldn't tell you.
Sarah Connor. Michael Biehn. Could there have been someone better? Maybe, but
John Cena, according to Down the Rabbit Hole.
Yeah, but that's modern John Cena. John Cena in 1984. How old was John Cena in 1984? Because that's how we do it.
Probably slightly older than me.
Right. So he couldn't have done it. We need someone that in 1984 could have played the role of either Arnold Schwarzenegger's character or Kyle Reese. The disheveled, I actually don't know what I'm doing, because he even says, you know, when they're talking about time travel, he goes, I don't know all that technical stuff. He's literally just a dude who knows how to shoot guns and drive cars. That's his role, you know. So who do we have that could be gritty and and honestly, Arnold Schwarzenegger does a very good job of this like robotic, like unemoting being. Like, who could do that?
He kind of fits it perfectly. Yeah, I don't think you can replace the Terminator. You really can't.
Or any of the three main characters you can't really replace. So it'd have to be like maybe one of the cops, but they're only tangentially in the story, and they're both really good too.
I don't really know if you could have made many better decisions casting wise.
Yeah. Now to break the movie, let's just cast O.J. Simpson as the Terminator. Let's just do it there, or Arnold Schwarzenegger as Kyle Reese.
Yeah.
Boom.
Either one of those things.
Fucking broken.
Irreparably broken.
Or Lance Henriksen as the Terminator. People would just be thinking about him as from Aliens.
Yeah. Dolph Lundgren is the Terminator.
Nah, yeah, that wouldn't work. I thought for a second maybe it might, but I don't feel it. I don't feel it.
The sauce isn't there.
Yeah.
Here we go. Another suggestion from Down the Rabbit Hole. How about Harrison Ford
as Kyle Reese?
Yeah.
I could see it, but
I would immediately buy the shoehorned romance just because I have a fat crush on Harrison Ford.
Who fucking doesn't? Yeah. No, and he was like a heartthrob, you know, for a while. For a while. Well past his prime. That man was still cast as the heartthrob. And he has the chops to do this angry, demanding character, but also has the charm to bring it back, which would explain their romance a lot better.
That would improve the movie.
Harrison Ford. Kyle Reese. I buy that. I buy that for $1.
I like it.
He's giving her all this expose about the robots that she doesn't give a fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Babe, sweat, bad breath, everything. Everything. That one's got hemorrhoids. You know, what the fuck? So yes, that's about the only thing I think we could do. That's right, Down the Rabbit Hole. You win. Harrison Ford as Kyle Reese. Strong. I don't want to recast the Terminator because I really can't think of anyone who could do that. Stoic, robotic.
Yeah, no, I don't want to recast him either.
I barely want to recast Kyle Reese, but I think it works.
Yeah, it's a little too good.
It's a little too good. I don't know.
A little too good to pass up.
And how do you make the sequel then? Because everyone's going to be like, but Harrison Ford died. Arnold Schwarzenegger comes back because he's the Terminator, but like Harrison Ford died.
Yeah.
We want him back.
Yeah.
Also, he probably just said no because he was pretty done with sci-fi after Star Wars.
Yeah.
Took a while before he was willing to even consider sci-fi.
Even touch that again.
It's tough when like you are in all these movies and you're remembered for 2 characters, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's Indiana Jones and Han Solo and nothing else.
Oh, Indiana Jones, my beloved.
That man made me want to study Egyptology. God,
I love those movies. Anyway.
Even the bad ones are good.
Even the bad ones are good.
But that's for a different show. We'll have to come up with a adventure fantasy show.
I think you could shoehorn
Some of them. Crystal Skull, sci-fi, there's aliens. The Circle, what's it called? Fuck.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't see that one.
Oh, well, they time travel on that one.
Oh, fun.
Using ancient artifacts, but it's time travel, so it's sci-fi. Yeah. Yeah, so I guess that's it for recasting. There's not really a whole lot of other options there. I was looking through the trivia here, and there's nothing in it that's too...
Crewmate t-shirt saying, "You can't scare me. I work for James Cameron." Jesus Christ, what did this man do?
He's James Cameron. A lot of bad things in his career. But like for fun, you know? Like making people get up at 3 a.m. to go illegally film a movie.
That's kind of baller.
He just had this like wild bug up his ass to just go do it. Like
kind of baller. Reportedly difficult to work for. I can't say I'm shocked, but whatevs.
I mean, let's just think of other movies James Cameron has done. Let's see here. You have
Titanic.
I was going to say, you have Avatar, where you can spend trillions of dollars and just make it back. Titanic, where you can... Do you know why that movie exists? James Cameron wanted to go down to the bottom of the ocean and see the Titanic.
But he needed a reason.
So he made up a movie. And so most of the budget for that movie is spent on the submersible to go down and visit the Titanic, which is approximately 2.5 minutes of a 4-hour fucking movie.
Yeah.
That's the budget right there.
Incredible.
And it's a timeless movie that, like, you may like it, you may love it.
Captured the hearts of every 14-year-old girl.
Right.
Yeah, I could...
That's just his history. It's just doing whatever the fuck he wants for the sake of doing it.
Yeah. Could see how that could be the case.
But yeah.
So what do you think what do you want to do for next episode, bud?
Well, technically it's a you week because we pulled from your list, but I picked it.
Ooh. Oh boy.
Technically.
I didn't think about this. What have I got? I started a list on my phone of movies that I want to do for this show. Let me see if it's actually... Wait, no, where'd it go? What the fuck? There it is. Found it.
By the way, I've still never seen any Avatars.
The only time to watch it was in a theater in 2009.
Didn't care.
Down the Rabbit Hole is asking, what are your thoughts on the new Terminator movie?
I have no thoughts.
Like, there's a new one coming out, or...
The last one was Dark Fate, I believe.
I did not see Dark Fate.
Which is more of a direct sequel to like T2.
That sounds fun.
It wasn't horrible. I liked it. It's not like... It's kind of forgettable, I think. Most people don't really like talk about it, but it wasn't bad. It's big action, like, done well.
Dark Fate was the most recent one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't see that one yet. That was 2019. I'll have to check that one out. The last one I saw was Genesis.
I didn't hate that one either.
I didn't hate it.
Yeah.
Listen, they do have a steep drop in quality, but they're not bad. Salvation isn't bad. It's just it doesn't compare. You know, you'll see. When you're comparing to 8s, like, you know, a 5 sounds bad, but it's not bad.
Yeah, point taken. I'm looking at both my list that I made specifically for Regrettable Reviews and also just my Letterboxd list, and nothing is speaking to me.
We should do a video game review of RoboCop versus Terminator.
That could be kind of fun.
Which came out
Super Nintendo or Genesis version. There's 2 different versions, I believe.
Okay. There's a video, not a video game. Wait. What's the video of RoboCop versus
I think
Terminator?
it's an anime.
Terminator and RoboCop have an epic battle. I just want to know more. Like, where do you exist? How do I find you? Yeah, well, that's what I'm gonna do. Anyway, so you don't have anything per se on there.
Nothing's speaking to me.
Okay. Let's see. Well, let's just do some rabbit hole-y stuff.
I love that.
So we're on James Cameron. So let's go to Aliens, and then let's go to a random person on Aliens and find a sci-fi movie. Not Paul Reiser. Don't feel like I'm going to want to do that.
Question for Arthur.
What's up?
Speaking of anime, have you been watching any more JoJo?
I am like 6 episodes into JoJo.
I have an idea.
I also started Attack on Titan. What's your idea?
David Lynch's Dune.
Isn't that like 18 hours long?
It's like 3.
3 18-hour movies?
No.
I'm just kidding. Dune. Okay. Are we going to have to sail the high seas for that one, or is that available on something?
I do believe it is available somewhere. Google, show me this guy's balls, please.
Yeah, I do love Attack on Titan. It's very fun. I have theories on everything, but, you know,
You can
I try not to read ahead.
rent it on Amazon.
I can rent it on Amazon.
You could also borrow Kyle's Blu-ray copy.
Oh,
Shout out Sleepy K.
Shout out Sleepy K. I don't mind renting it or checking my alternative venues of
Tactful way to put it.
But yeah, so JoJo, I'm on like episode 6 or 7. Attack on Titan, I'm on like episode 17, I think.
Nice.
They're very short episodes and they move so quick. The other thing that Paramount Plus for Dune?
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
Oh, well, I got that.
Okay, and we're all good.
I'm sorry, is that Patrick Stewart?
It is.
It's 2 hours and 16 minutes. It's not even
It's not
that
even that
fucking
bad.
bad.
I just remember like it being
David Lynch wanted like a 5-hour cut
maybe
of
that's
that
what
movie.
it was. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe there's like a director's cut where every single thing
This is
in
my
it.
tribute to David Lynch. God, I fucking love that man. Rip to a real one.
The other thing I watched was Creature Commandos, which
Mhm.
I cannot recommend enough.
Noted.
Are you familiar with the Suicide Squad?
Mm-hmm.
It is the spiritual predecessor to Suicide Squad
Fascinating.
with classic monster villains, which I believe already existed in the DC universe prior. Okay, yeah, they did. So like the Bride of Frankenstein is there.
Cool.
Alan Tudyk plays Dr. Phosphorus, which is just like this flaming skeleton.
I love it.
There's a character named Weasel. And of course, everyone's favorite GI Robot, which is a robot built during World War II to kill Nazis.
Nice.
And so all he wants to do is kill Nazis.
Slay King.
And my favorite is like a lot of times he'll ask a question and someone will answer in a way different than what he was thinking they'd answer. And you go, that sounds like what a Nazi would say. So good. While I was watching it, I had a hard time deciding who my favorite of the characters was.
It's always a good thing.
The only thing I can tell you is which one was my least favorite. That's it. I couldn't like pick out of a lineup which one of them was the most compelling or interesting. Just one of them is standalone, not as interesting. And it's the ape sapien creature, Nina.
Good to know.
She's a fish. Have you been watching or reading or playing anything special lately?
My brother in Ghost. Are you aware of what's happening?
I'm just going to go ahead and guess there's a Ghost movie or video game or both coming.
There's a comic series coming.
Oh,
But,
well, that makes sense.
Papa 5 reveal at midnight tonight, bro.
Oh, I mean, I'm not. There's nothing I'm that big of a fan for that I know when stuff is coming, unless it just happens to follow my dashboard. You know?
Oh my god. There has been so much happening. I have been foaming at the mouth and rattling the bars of my enclosure.
Oh, someone's got to lock that tighter.
Yeah, so that's there's a fun little preview of the worsening for tomorrow, by the way.
Yeah.
Because I'll be even worse after it all goes down.
I mean, yeah.
So, I'm very, very excited about that. As for other things that I've been doing, I've been playing. I'm back on my Minecraft bullshit.
Oh, I just started playing that for the first time.
Hell yeah, brother.
It's fun, except for incredibly difficult. It doesn't tell you how to do anything.
Yeah.
Like, I eventually just had to go online and be like, so is it ever going to tell me how to build a pickaxe or what? And no.
No. You just figure it out.
That's stupid. Like, I got the materials and it gives me random recipes it says I can do stuff with. Why not just tell me every possible thing I can make with these things? Or at least like a class of things that I can make with it.
Yeah.
Instead, it's like, you can make levers if you want. Like, what the fuck do I do with a lever? I don't need a fucking lever. I'm punching rocks and nothing's coming out. Why is nothing coming out? You should tell me, game, in a tutorial session that if I don't have the strength to destroy it quickly enough, I will deteriorate the ores inside.
They used to have tutorials.
No tutorial in this game.
Oh, whack.
I just started a survival mode.
Just a console thing.
This is on a console.
Oh, well, this was when I was playing it on a fucking Xbox 360, so okay. It's changed a lot since then.
Yeah, no, this is Switch Online. And like I started, everything kills you in like 3 hits and they just fucking everywhere at night. And I'm just like, well, fuck. So I ended up having to, just keep going back to the same place and just digging and digging and digging. And then eventually I realized that because they would just follow me in and kill me eventually, that I could build doors, which again, never told me how to build a door. I just had to go online and go, fuck it. How do you make doors?
It happens.
For a game that's been out this long, I guess they just don't bother the tutorial because it's so easy to get the information.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I'm back on my Minecraft bullshit, and honestly, that's one of the most notable things that's going on for me right now.
Well, that's sad.
Sometimes it just be like that. Well, I mean, other than Ghost, obviously, that's like consuming my every fucking thought.
Yeah, no, I mean, I've got a couple shows I'm watching. I've got the regular games I'm playing, like Marvel Snap, stuff like that.
I started Fallout New Vegas finally.
I still haven't tried that one.
It's
supposedly very good.
But that's like what people tend to say is the best Fallout game. So I'm excited, but I'm not very far into it yet.
Yeah. I enjoyed 3 the most because 4 is a bit too big. Like, not enough happens. I played several hours of the game and suddenly it's like, you should find more settlers. And it's like, oh, cool. A whole side mission of finding settlers and settlements. And
I like the settlement building, but that's also just me.
I probably would if that's the game I was trying to play. But having come from Fallout 3, I'm looking for an action RPG with a proper VAT system, which doesn't exist in 4.
Mm.
The VAT system in 3 is so good.
Oh, sure. I haven't played Fallout 3.
Oh. Well.
Sorry.
Yeah. So, yeah, I've been playing Diablo 2 again.
Nice.
Diablo 2 Resurrected. Just for fun.
And also, I continue to watch movies like a crazy person, like just averaging like a movie a day at this point.
On my lunch breaks, that's what I do. I watch like a movie or something.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah, I don't know if I mentioned this the last time we were on, but Diablo 2, I accidentally broke it, which I do with a lot of games that I play.
You did tell me about this.
So now I have max gold and can't pick up gold, and all of the items are better. Yeah. Okay, I couldn't remember because it's been 2 weeks. Yeah. I have that habit of breaking games by accident, just trying to be efficient, and then, oh, that's too efficient. Damn it.
Good talent to have.
Yeah, I got to play a sci-fi game. That's what I got to do. I got to do a sci-fi game. So I can talk about sci-fi game.
Absolutely.
We should pick a show sci-fi game to start and invite people to play Steam with us.
That would be super fun.
Down the docket.
Yes.
We never picked a movie, did we? We did. Dune.
David Lynch's Dune, baby.
Lynch's Dune.
What do we got coming up on the network?
Tomorrow we have Fighting with France, who will be doing their shtick and worsening themselves and others.
As always.
As always.
As we endeavor to.
Thursday would be another Vinland Saga.
Thursday's Vinland Saga. No Defend Friday, am I correct?
Unless they're off kilter again, there should be no.
We're back on schedule.
Okay, so no Defend Friday.
So no Defend Friday.
So it should be good until next Monday after that.
Yes.
Wednesday, Thursday, Monday. Unless we decide to do some sort of special.
In which case you will be informed.
Yeah, you'll find out. Just watch that Twitch that says, hey, your channel went live.
Oh yeah, I'll be back.
Which I guess originally the line was I'll come back.
Oh.
But I'll be back is way
It's
better. It has inspired generations of jokes. You know, I'll be Bach.
Yeah.
I'll be Beethoven. I'll be Salieri.
I just watched Amadeus the other day and it was so fucking good.
It's a film.
Don't let Kyle hear you say that.
It's what? I said it's a film. There's no ticker on this because we're on the other thing. We gotta figure that out.
Rip.
But yeah, go to thebullandbee.com and use code MonsterMead, one word, at checkout to get $5 off your online mead order.
Yeah.
May I recommend Hades?
That stuff is delicious.
Yeah, they make great mead. We will be at Adirondack Retro Nerd Fest in April,
yes.
assuming it ever actually happens because it does not exist as an online presence right now.
Love it.
In fact, the last online presence I could find is 2023.
Cute.
So, you know, I don't know. He knows more about that. In May, we're at Saratoga Comic-Con again.
And we're going to have a freaking blast.
Oh, we're doing trivia on Saturday night.
Hell yes.
It's gonna be dope.
Hell.
And we can all be there because it's after hours, so we'll already have covered everything up.
Yes,
So it will be the full network bullying people.
Oh, it's going to be
trivia.
incredible. It's going to be so good. If you are in the fucking capital region, do not miss it.
And in August, we will be at Mid-Hudson Comic-Con in Poughkeepsie. While at the same time, Big Dumb Chris will be in Tampa Bay at Tampa Bay Comic-Con.
So you have 2 locations.
Yeah, you can see us in 2 different places that weekend.
Incredible.
Yeah. And until I build us the link tree, just find us here on Big Dumb Monsters.
Yep. We should definitely get around to handling that.
Yeah. Build a link tree and actually do something with the website I own.
Yeah.
I will. You know, eventually.
Love it. All right. Thank you for watching, everybody. We'll leave you with our words of wisdom. Don't shake alien eggs.
And never trust the android and or cyborg.